Hello folks, how you doing? And welcome to our channel and welcome to Thursday's news. And today at the time of filming is the 4th of December. And I've got a list again. Got three things on the list. Nice and short for a change. So I'm going to be looking at the pre-budget leaks within the UK and the energies around the budget. We're going to be looking at the royal peppercorn rents and finances. We are also going to be looking at the German state visit to the UK. I was going to look, am I going to look at? Um, mm, don't know. I was going to look at, because As Ever started again last night. Let me just put it down. We'll see. Because I don't really know what to read on with As Ever, because the Christmas special started last night. It doesn't start, it all drops at the same time. As ever, let's just put it on. Let's see what happens. Let's see where we go with it. Xmas special. Okay, right, let's go for it. So the decks that I'm using are very different this week. We are going to be using the Tarot of Traditions. We are also going to be using the Druid Craft Tarot deck by Philip and Stephanie Carr-Gom. We are also going to be using the Governance Oracle because there's a lot of governance stuff that we're going to be looking at. And Crow Tarot wants to come in for a bit this week. Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane. So, pre-budget leaks. Where we're going to jump straight into the governance deck. Right, so the pre-budget, I had a look this morning online. And I don't know about you, but I can't make head nor tail of what's going on. And have you realised recently, well, it's not just recently, that the news, you struggle to make head nor tail of it? Now, this could be because they're making it very complicated so that you can't follow it. So you can't really follow fully what's happening. It can also be as well a dimension thing where you're just not in that area anymore to be able to process that. People say about, it just doesn't come into my field anymore. I know when I'm doing this type of content, I really have to sit down and look for about 10 minutes before of things that have gone on because really the news, like literally, unless I purposely look for it, just doesn't come to me even though I've got my phone. It's weird. Anyway, pre-budget leaks. What's the energy behind these pre-budget leaks within the UK? What's the energy behind it? Yes. So we've got yes, there is pre-budget leaks. Okay, so cards are agreeing with us. Godot. A global impact at the bottom. We'll keep pulling and then we'll read. Okay. Dodging the what's that interesting, isn't it? Dodging the question, a scowling little girl or a scowling woman. Dodging the question. Providing intervention. He reminds me, now, he doesn't look like Dominic Cummings, bear with me, but he reminds me of like a sleuth, an online sleuth that, like these, I call them online sleuths that governments will have, royal family will have, political, everything like that will have these online sleuths that do things with the social media. There's something about that in relation to this, whether it's coming from the government, I'm not sure, a lacking readiness. Now, we use these decks a lot, don't we, on here? I can't remember seeing a lot of these in the past polls, so it's interesting. Misuse of funds. Never seen that card before. Interesting. Misuse of funds, everyone. Market volatility. Retains authority. Little fella with the crown there. Retains authority. And classified information. Wowzers. So, and there's one more apparently. Okay, power of persuasion. We will look at one of the tarot decks as well. So what's happening with these pre-budget leaks? Let me just, did I say leaks as in leaks and potato soup? Oh, before we start, have you got your teas, everyone? You've got a mat on it. Mine's Earl Grey today. It's still a bit watered on now. It's still a bit hot. Oh God, looking everything over. Anyway, so yes, there is budget leaks. Yes, it is as bad as people feel it is. Yes, they are trying to dodge many questions. This is also being used as a form of distraction and confusion because there are some serious issues within the financial markets within the UK. This just doesn't happen in the UK. This is also affecting the global money things, okay? We are going to be heading to a time when money is worthless, and we're already getting there now. The people that we have in power, not just in the UK but across the world, are lacking readiness. They're handpicked for a reason. They're put in power for a reason. There is a misuse of funds. Now, this could be in relation to war. They've got a pot of funds and it's a distraction. So there's something about misusing funds. They have purposely, and obviously no facts here, this is just a tarot reading, entertainment purpose only. They have purposely caused a situation so that people don't really take it apart. What I'm hearing is money-minded mathematicians like number geeks. That could be what I'm picking up here. This little fella here could be the number geek as well. That really want to sit with this will see lots of holes in it, lots of concerning plans and narratives. But people like me and you that are just not money-minded, I'm not money-minded, but mathematicians, will possibly miss it. This could also be about distractors away from market volatility. There is a financial crisis that happened at least 20 years ago that we've never fully recovered from. And it is literally pushing the money around. But there are many people that, if this actually came out into the public domain, would lose their eliteness, if that makes sense, the rich and the powerful. And here we have it, the retains authority card. Now, that could also be the crown. Okay. We will be looking at the crown affairs. Ooh, didn't mean to say that. The Crown money affairs in a bit. And this is classified information. There's a lot that's been held back. There's a lot that they don't want to tell you. There's a lot of documents that they don't want to tell you. There's also the Epstein files that they don't want to talk about. There's also other files that they don't want to talk about. People have been gambling with the country's assets, the world's assets. And the power of persuasion is being used throughout all of this from start to finish. Okay. Oh, let me just make sure I'm recording. My God, I am. Let's get the other deck out. Which day was the Crow Tarot that wanted to talk with us? And I didn't know why. And as a reader, you think that certain decks will come up in a read. Anyway, it was Crow Tarot that wanted to talk about this. Are they all upright, the cards? I think they are, yes. They're all upright. Pre-budget leaks. Right, okay, there's a card that's flipped out already. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Pre-budget leaks. The Empress, the Chancellor. Does it come from her? Is it her that's leaking it? Definitely a feminine energy here. Three of Wands, receiving information. Manifestation, something that they've done is out there at the bottom of the deck. The Star card, things are becoming clearer. Things are harder to hide. Let's keep going. Strength. I'm hearing strength in numbers. Um, there's a lot online, and I'm not encouraging this, I'm not encouraging a rebellion. But there's a lot of people now talking about doing things like having a day where you don't spend or having a day where you don't go to work. Now, mathematicians and things and people that are aware of that kind of stuff will say like that could have a worse impact on the economy. But there is an energy in here of power to the people. And I'm feeling it not just in this situation with the UK thingy. money stuff. I'm feeling it in a lot of things. That the for all that it feels as though the um I don't know what to call them anymore because I don't like calling them elite because quite frankly they're not elite. I don't like calling them rich and powerful because I don't like giving them that power. So I don't know what I'm going to call them. The Voldemorts of the the Voldemorts of the world. Um, it looks at them like they have all the power, but they actually don't. They're quaking in their boots, which is why they're manipulating. And the people on the ground, i.e., me and you, have much more power than we realise. Interesting. The Page of Wands, liberation, the Sun, death and rebirth. Could this be the death of the Chancellor? Not exactly the physical death, but the death of her career. Um, when I look at that death card, this is a bird picking over a dead bird, taking all the meat and stuff off of it. Yes. Picking over the bones of things. So there's something here about picking over the bones of something, picking over the bones of the budget, the Labour Party, the government. I at the minute don't like calling them separate parties because I think they're all intermingled anyway, if that makes sense. Do you know I'm going to be a little bit controversial here? And I'm going to say this message is for the people, it's for the collective. And it's about when are we going to get it? When are we going to wake up to all of it? All of the manipulations, all of, eat, sleep, rave, repeat, working just to pay all these extreme taxes. These are opportunities that the universe, collective spirit, whatever you want to call it, Godhead, is bringing forward so that we can see the state of the world and that we can see where we need to pull our power back. And that can be triggering when you're feeling in a weakened state. I just keep staring at that star card. The sun, right? There's something with the solstice that's coming up around the solstice. It'll be in the northern hemisphere where I am. It's the winter solstice. There is something coming up around the winter solstice that will bring in a clearing, bring in a clarifier. I mean, I've not done any reads on the solstice yet, but the solstice that we've got coming up, it's going to be a next layer of things just cannot hide anymore. Things just cannot hide within us. Our own personal stuff, family stuff, business, work, collective, global stage. So that's coming up as well. Also, as well, the manipulation of some, the few, for themselves, the misuse of power, the fact that some people are willing to let others fall for their own misdeeds here. Somebody's watching this. This is an orchestrated event. I don't want to say it, but it almost feels as though there are many orchestrated events to see how people react, tests. Um, there's a real mind game being played at the minute with the collective and humans, and we have to be better than that. So when we find these situations in our world messing with our mind and our brain and our heart and our consciousness, we must step back from it. Nothing is by accident. Whilst money is being taken from one area, it's been siphoned off to another area. Something or someone will rise from this situation. This is somebody behind the scenes orchestrating it to bring down either a government or governments or individual people. Interesting. Right. one card from here, and then we'll move on to royal pe oh God, oh, interesting. Royal peppercorn rents. I had to Google that yesterday. See what it meant, royal peppercorn rents. I think basically it means paying very little rent. Excuse me. So, pre-budget, final card for the collective, for the collective, for the UK people, for the UK people. Final card for the UK people. The world. Keep going. This ascension is hard. This awakening is hard. But this is all stuff, cycles and closures and closing down and things being revealed, the corruption being revealed in all leaders, in all governments, okay? For the Princess of Wands, for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine to step forward. The imbalance of power being shown. And bit by bit, we don't actually realise this is happening. We are taking back more of our power, which is why things like this are happening. It's always been thus, it's always happened, but now we're seeing it more, if that makes sense. We're seeing it more because it's been passed to the people, and we're going to keep going with this reading because it's been passed to the people. Okay? So it's about allowing things to come to the surface. Okay, right. So let's put a line through that so we don't reread on it, which won't be the first time on here. Start playing again on it. Anyway, shh. Right. Government, because it's a government thing we're looking at. Royal peppercorn rents. So show me the energy of the rule. Okay. Goodness me, what's happened here? Shadow ruler that's just flipped out. What's the other one that's flipped out? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Pursuit of control, and it's a little fellow with the crown on. Okay, they flipped out. So these are shadow rulers that we're dealing with. Okay, okay, yeah. Shh, God. Leadership battle. Is that old Charlie and Andrew? Anyway, shh, God. Royal peppercorn rents. Royal family's energy within this royal peppercorn rents. I mean, that leadership battle could also be William and Charles. Ooh, God. Deal made. Domestic priority, looking after their own needs first. Economic challenge. Knowing full well there is an economic challenge that many people can't pay rent, can't pay this, can't pay that. They're showing a united front, watching each other's backs, bound by allegiance. Ooh, let me just take a minute with this card. Bound by allegiance. I'll give you it to have a look at now. Bound by allegiance. Selling their souls to each other and not sustainable, right? This I love, love, love these decks, and I'll tell you why I love them. Because unlike many other decks, they go boom, straight to the core of it. There's no bullshitting about, there's no being able to put your own perspective on it or manipulate it in your own way, which can happen a lot. What these cards tell us is directly what is happening. And I think that's why sometimes people can get triggered when the Trish James oracles come out because they like go boom, 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 boom. But let's go for it. Let's have a look. Right. So the question was royal peppercorn rents, the royal family energy within this situation of rents and just finances as well. So, according to the fact cards, no facts here and all of that, we have a shadow ruler energy here. The pursuit of control that comes directly from the crown and the people connected to the crown. There is also some form of battle here with two people, two groups within the royal family making a deal. The world, the country, because we're talking about royal family, the world and the Commonwealth is struggling financially, but they don't care because they're going to show a united front. They're bound by allegiance. But this denseness, this energy of manipulation, of greed, is eating them from the inside out, bound by allegiance, selling your soul, selling your integrity. And it's not sustainable because, like our last read, people are stepping into enlightenment and truth and self-sovereignty and community sovereignty. So it's another example of what's happening in the world. This is what it says on the tin. There is no bullshitting to be had here. You can't wrap this up in cotton wool. There is financial shenanigans going on within the royal family, according to the cards. Let's have a clarifier for economic challenge. I said ages and ages and ages and ages ago that there's going to be a big money grab go on with the elite, in many different ways, and they're doing it. They're doing a big money grab. I hope it makes them happy. By the looks of it, it's not doing. Um, I hope it all makes them happy. They'll soon find out that money in the new age, in the age of Aquarius, that money does not make us the man or the human. They will soon find out that money doesn't light the soul up, that abundance does. And abundance can be being happy in your little cottage, being happy in your flat, being happy in your body, being happy in your family, in your relationship, being happy sat with your cat, a blanket, a good book. Let's have a prop and a cup of Earl Grey. Let's have a slurp. But that's their path between them and their gods. Shaping the future. We now come to the children, the youngsters of the world, who are seeing this. They won't be blinded by spangles and baubles and carriages. They have something within them. Let's have a look at the fraudulent conduct at the bottom as well. They will be able to see through the fraud energy of it all. The fraud of government, the fraud of royalty. Which is why we're seeing a lot of things around children at the minute. A lot of hijacking of children. Do not worry over this because this will be rectified in years to come. The light that the next generation holds and will continue to hold will be profound and cannot be dampened. The future generations will be the strongest and lightest and brightest the world has ever known for some time. They're watching, they're learning, they're taking evidence. Whoa. Which deck wants to play? Which deck? Right, let's clear these up. So we know that it is what it says on the tin. There is some financial, no, there is not just some, there is financial manipulation here. They are on the take. Let's see what the tarot has to say about them. So royal peppercorn, rents, finances, royal family, the energy of the royal family within this, please. Queen of Wands in reverse, the misuse of power. Knight of Swords, again, misusing of power. The Tower, the clearing. We get this card a lot. The Tower represents the change that's coming to the world, to the collective. The fact that all these cards are on the reverse. Yes, we've seen that they feel they're in their power, but the tide is turning. They're losing more and more power. We're seeing more and more of what's happening. That's interesting. That pommel, is it a pommel thing, feather thing that comes out, looked like the German flag to me. So this German state visit being used to distract, I don't know. Um, Five of Wands in reverse, battles. God, sorry, Six of Cups. Three of Cups in reverse. The world, the new earth, the new change that wants to come in. Ace of Swords in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. So, very much like what the other deck said. Let me just put that there. Um, the misuse of power, the misuse of strategy is backfiring. People are wanting to numb down and numb away from it and not see it. It's causing internal conflict as well. It's interesting. I'm going to talk about this book again I've been reading. It's not on my desk and I keep forgetting the title of it. It's the Sharon Penman one. Um, Taking my time with it. And then it's talking about like the Welsh and the English, um, and King John and all of that, and the battles for power. And as I'm reading it, I'm thinking about our current situation and our current royal family, and our current leaders, and how these people originated from the battlefield. They fought for their crown, they fought for their titles, and this energy is still within their bloodline because like our bloodline stuff is still within ours, and they're having to release this and let go of it. They're they're obviously never go onto the battlefield. They never have to get on a horseback and go on and fight for their rights and fight for their kingdom and queendom and all of that. But they've got this fighting for the money is coming out in a different way. But this is a wake-up call for them because the brutality of what they did in the past, the taking down of villages and towns and the pillaging and the robbing and the attacking and all of that that they used to do. I'm going to say they're not doing that now, but not according to the Epstein list. Anyway, shh. Or Mountbatten, shh. Or Jimmy Savile, shh. Anyway, I've got a cacao glow this morning, haven't I, from the cacao? Um, so yes, okay, fair enough. Shh. They are possibly still doing it, allegedly. This is the purge from that, the greed from that, the hidden depths from that, and the fact that that energy is turning in on itself at a physical, personal level, and as a family group, and as a collective. But the card here that comes in to say, whew, soaking up all of these energies is the world that is saying it's time to scoop all of this up now. And this is going to be a wake-up call to them. And they, have choices and how they go forward from this. I mean, yesterday, yes, it is yesterday. William looked particularly pissed off yesterday. Um, he looked very, very tired actually. So whether that's because I know I watched a documentary ages ago about him and the Duchy of Cornwall and finances and charities and all of that. So there is a lot going on here. Now they either let it fester and become moody and become, or it's like it needs to change with me going forward. Um, that's interesting. I'm going to say it anyway. William is doing a lot at the minute, saying about what he's going to do as a future monarch, which is good. He's allowed to have plans as a future monarch. But I'm seeing that as surface level stuff, things that people want to hear change. Some people don't want to hear it. Some people want to see the old stuff going on. But what I'm seeing is it's not this surface level stuff he needs to be worried about. It's actually how he's going to change his attitude to money, to rents, to land, I mean, there's this thing with Forest Lodge where all the area around it's being, I know about security and stuff, but anyway, it's how you treat humans. So there is a lot going on here, a lot going on here. Anyway, so yes, there is issues with the royal family and rents and finances and money and manipulation of funds, etc. So we're going on to the German state visit. See what the government oracle says about this. German state visit in the UK. German state visit in the UK. Just keep checking my Zoom because it went off yesterday. German state visit UK. So outside the trusted circle. Support assistance. Somebody's carrying too much. Too many books. Military control. Giving me World War II vibes. Giving me the old wars outside the trusted circles to try and build bridges between countries. In a time when we are on the, or we're told we're on the brink of something. But there's more dodging of the questions. Yes, apparently. So interesting. Yes to what? Dodging the question. A facade of goodwill. A forced hand. Foreign threats. Global governance. Ooh, so it's not just a state visit. It's never just a state visit, is it? It's I'm hearing the words. Now, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm hearing the words. It's a pantomime. It's a pantomime. Okay. Um, it's another orchestrated event in relation to this whole thing of global governance that they're trying to head for. Okay. Trying to remind people of past. Oh, okay. So this is a form of mind control, I'm thinking. I've been told or shown where certain words, phrases, remind us of certain things that have gone on in the past. There's something with this German visit and how it's being portrayed in the media that is bringing up the old war energy. But they keep doing that. They keep doing that. Be it Remembrance Sunday, or it's continuous remembering. And before I get run out, I appreciate we need to pay homage to the soldiers. I do appreciate that. But you can pay homage to the soldiers by never leading countries into war again. And all of the people that stand there, all the Voldemorts, have the power to do that. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Um, so there's that element in it, part of this global governance, making it acceptable to see these big ostentatious displays of wealth, of privilege. Because under the surface, again, with the economic challenges within the country, within the world, something within this, foreign threats, forcing someone's hand in relation to global governance. Let's have a clarifier for global governance. Strained relations, external influence. USA, that's USA, external influence. Strained relations. Is there a possibility that there could be a war with America or some form of a war with America? That we're not being shown the full thing of what's going on, a war with America. It might not be a world war with America, or a country going to war with America. Or as I've always said, there is a war on right now, a very different war from previous. A war of tech, a war of the internet, a war of the mind, a war of the soul, a war with America. What card? Classified information to gain approval. Something needs, they're wanting something to be passed. There is a bill that they're wanting to pass. There's a bill that they're wanting to pass, and they need as many signatures as possible to pass it. It's a cover up. This German visit is a cover up. There's something else underneath it. I know nothing about is it a German president or prime minister, but there's a bill that they want to be passed. Um, so events are being orchestrated for that, but there's also something being faked here as well. You can always tell in the reading because it goes very strange and very like, whoa, odd. Outside the trusted circle. Okay, clarify for that then. True to their word. Open negotiations. True to their word and open negotiations for outside the trusted circle. There is somebody here that doesn't want to get involved in something. I don't know if it's Germany, if it's UK, if it's somebody else, if it's somebody else that's so separate from the German visit, but we're just being bombarded with the German. There's something here. Somebody wants to be true to their word, but they're outside the trusted circle. They're being pushed out. See if it can answer it. Who is it? It might not be able to answer it. Who is it? Somebody wants to be true to their word, but they're outside of the trusted circle. It's coming up in the German read and the German state visit. Who is it? Retains authority. Shifting dynamics. We've got the little crown fella again with the crown. So something to do with the royal family, true to their word, outside the trusted circle. Is it a specific member that's outside the trusted circle? Unresolvable differences, housing and infrastructure. Housing gives me the vibes of Andrew. Whatever this is very, very complex. Housing reminds me of what we heard in that documentary about the finances and the rents. Okay, I'm being told this isn't a royal family member, it's somebody in connection to. Why it's coming up in a German state visit, I've no idea. Why is it coming up in a German state visit? Is it all tied in? Hidden clause. Shifting alliances. I tell you what I'm seeing. That the royal family on some level know that their days are numbered, that the world is changing. And it's almost like somebody signing them out. And it's why you're seeing a big reduction in members, as in like working royals. Could be one of the reasons why Harry read the room and was like, this is going. This isn't go There's something going on behind the scenes. And this could be down to the global governance thing, where it's going to be passed over, handed over, rulers that aren't really rulers. Um, Wowzers. But it's come up in the German state visit, so I don't know if Germany's involved in it as well. Um, Interesting. Anyway, let's not spend too long here. That's the message. Take it or leave it. Right, let's do the tarot on this German state visit. German state visit. Oh, there's twist of the curtains. Okay. German state visit. German state visit. Okay, Wheel of Fortune coming in. Ten of Swords at the bottom in reverse. Four of Swords. Three of Wands. Could this be Charles's last state visit? Um, Victory. Keep pulling. Eight of Wands. Restrictions. Eight of Swords. Star in reverse. Judgment in reverse. So there's something here that they're struggling to clear. They're struggling to reach a solution on something. One more card, apparently. Five of Wands in reverse. Any clarifiers? Eight of Swords. For many people, this has fallen flat. Eight of Swords clarifier. Okay. Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Many people are, I mean, I'm just going to repeat it myself here again. But again, another example of overspending, being out of touch. Many people are feeling the pinch. Many people are feeling restricted. We know from the previous reads in this raid that there's a lot of financial manipulation going on. That the fact that they're wanting to hold on to their power, pomp, and privilege at all cost. Here we have it. Um, and the darkness of that, and that is coming to the surface. They're drowning in that. They're struggling to move forward. There's a news thing coming in now. Number of flu. Oh, I'm not going there. Anyway, um, struggling to move forward, struggling to step into their brightness, to be clear. They're not being clear. They're not being transparent, and that's not helping them to move forward. They are meant to be clear and they are meant to be transparent. And that's the battle. And this ties into what I was saying earlier about the old historical royal families that we've had. This is the royal family that we've got now. Like us, with our own generational trauma, we're meant to be clearing it and becoming better versions of ourselves. They're not doing that. They're struggling to do that. They're struggling to let go. They don't realize just how powerful they could be if they wanted, if they chose. They're struggling to release these internal battles, these internal. Again, it's almost like I want to say this German visit is nothing. And I don't mean to say it to a visit, but it just means like there's other things here that's going on the surface, personal things, things within the family, things within the government, things within the royal family, things within the collective that seem to be taken and it quite rightly show. Look at me. Quite rightly so, but they're making a show out of it. Okay? So we're going to not focus on the German visit because it's all a load of stuff and nonsense. The royal family are not wanting to look at their core issues here, their core shadow aspects. The fact that an old way is dying and they're not sure where that leaves them. Even with all the hopes of a new future monarchy, has rocky foundations. Because until they've dealt with all aspects of that Four of Pentacles energy here, and I hold it up so you can see it, they will struggle to let go. The Queen of Cups is coming in to say that this is the new energy that wants to come in, a more gentler energy, a more kinder energy for the world, for the country, for the Commonwealth, for the collective. And again, this is another film that's just playing out that still hasn't caught the memo that the world is changing and has changed. And I'm being told as well that this is happening a lot with the news. It's almost like a memo's gone out to all the departments in the world to say the new frequencies are here, everybody, so start healing, start changing. And there's people that have got that memo, organisations that have got that memo, and they're starting to change. There's also aspects within that organisation and within those people that hasn't got the memo yet. So that's the shadow aspect. Yes, you're still with me. What's happening here is all of these things you're seeing, the Epstein files, are all family, Trump, politics, all of this, the UK budget, it's still areas with the collective that still hasn't got the memo yet, which is why it's like a noise, which is why some people are still like involved in it and anchored into it, and why many people like can't seem to grasp it or it doesn't even come into their consciousness. So there's an energy of, you've not got the memo yet. Does that make sense? Strange when I know, but it is what it is. It's what I'm feeling. And the fact that the guides throughout the word show, they're doing that a lot. We know, if you've been watching me a while, yes, there is hormonal stuff going on, but a lot of the time when the wrong words come out, um, it's because, yeah, it's your channel. Um, And the days of truth, the days of revelation are here and there's no hiding from it. Anyway, why do I keep being pulled to read on this Meghan Sussex Christmas special? I don't know why. Just reading it then. What deck should we use for the I don't know. What deck are we going? I'm drawn to this one as well. Let's just see what comes up. Let's just go there. Let's just have a look. Right, okay. Meghan's Christmas special on Netflix. Let's just have a look. See what the cards want to say about it. I know it's not like a world news type thing. I know that, but just interested now. Maybe a message for the collective. It may be about what's going on. I don't know. Let's see. Meghan's Christmas special. Okay, Serious. 5 of Pentacles. I do like the artwork on this deck. 5 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles is when the prince is sat on his throne holding on to the money. So Meghan, 5 of Pentacles, has stepped away. She's stepped away from it. Okay, we know that. The 9 of Pentacles. Back to basics, but also as well self-worth and self-confidence. The 7 of Cups. Illusion. He's got red hair. I'm not just saying because he's got red hair, it's Harry, but there's Harry's energy here as well. King of Cups. The transition, the 6 of Swords. I'm seeing a lifetime for them. Another one. Well, we've all got hundreds, by the way. Where they've been in a similar situation before. So this isn't the Anne and Henry one. This is one that goes back possibly to Druid times. And they're currently going through some clearing in relation. It's that card that did it for me. They've stepped away before. I don't know if it's a royal family. This is like hundreds of years ago. This is well before Henry and Anne. This is well before that. Let's keep pulling. I'm intrigued now. King of Swords. Princess of Cups. I don't like this deck. The artwork's lovely in that. Five of Cups. One more card, apparently. It's a full message for the. Well, there's a lot of messages here, but I'm feeling a message for the collective, and that's this: that the swords need to be dropped in relation to Harry and Meghan, because which is Five of Swords, which is the battle, and it's time to drop the swords. If you are struggling with your ascension and you're struggling on your healing path, it is more than likely because you've still got those swords. Now, those swords can be to Harry and Meghan, they can be to anything really, Trump, um, Great Aunt Sally, your own stuff, etc. So there's a message here. There's a multiple messages. We'll go through them all. It's time to drop those swords, and it's time to let them get on with it. Let them get on with it. Not to sound like Mel Robbins, but let them get on with it. Because you're only holding yourself back. Okay, right. That's not saying that you can't disagree with them. That's not saying that you can't have an opinion. But this vitriol has to be, I've spoke about this, haven't I? This vitriol that we can all slip into with many things, we have to master that. And it feels as though 2026 is going to be about that. So 2026, we're going to be shown many, many things that are going to trigger us in relation to royalty, politics, um, Harry and Meghan, celebrity, our own personal stuff, our own family stuff. And should be on Claire Thackeray. Anyway, so 2026, to get yourself ready for that, is to, yes, you can say, I don't like what they've done. I don't like what they stand for, but I'm not going to go into bullying energy. I'm not going to go into demonic energy. I'm not going to go into vitriol energy. So there's a message here about that. Whatever your dislike is, hatred, it's about healing that, because it's only destroying yourself. There is also a fact that they're currently clearing something from a past life. They've had multiple lifetimes where they've travelled away, separated, gone different directions. I wonder if it's tied into. I'm getting frustrated now because I'm doing a live and I can't use my phone. And oh, yes. Right, here we go. Oh, look at this for a tablet. This is my treat to myself because I don't watch telly, you see. So when I got a nice tablet so I can watch content like YouTube and stuff. Anyway, God. Can you remember when I did? I'm going to get this video up. Can you remember when I did a video on here about Gwen Willian? Oh God, ignore me, Gwen Lillian. Oh yes, we have got CTGC on here. Gwen Lillian on here. Um, and I can remember doing this video. Oh God, where is it? Just let me get it up. Let me get it up. Playlists, historical tarot. Because when I'm reading this book at the minute, To Be Dragons, I think it is by Sharon Penman. I think there's going to be a Gwen Lillian character coming. Oh, there is one. I think she was the first Princess of Wales. Anyway, God, where's these historical reads that we do? Anyway, where is it? It's here. A Tale of Two. Princess Gwen. Oh, it's gonna. I knew it'd do that. Oh God. It was that one there. A Tale of Two Princess Gwen Lillians. Let me just remind myself of that. A Tale of Two Princess Gwenillians. Gwenillians? Gwenillians. Whoosh. We'll find it. We'll find it. Princess. Princess Gwen. Grufford. I think this is the one I'm on about. I think this is it. 12th of, I think, 7th of June. From what I remember, Gwen Lillian of Wales. Didn't I say there was an incarnation here? Yes. So in the book that I'm reading, this character hasn't come in it yet. But we're reading about her dad, which was Llewellyn ab Llyrith. If you're Welsh and you're watching this, you might want to just turn the volume down because I'm about to butcher your names. Um, this woman here, what happened to Gwenwyllian? Were captured by Maurice de Londres, showed no mercy. To set an example to all Welsh princes, he had Gwenllian beheaded for treason. It is said that a spring welled up where the brave Princess Gwenllian died, a place now known as Mace. Like I said, if you're Welsh, just turn off. Mace Gwenllian, Field of Gwenllian. If I remember rightly in that video, and I know I'm getting because this book is bringing it up to me. I said that Meghan had a past life as this person here. So I think she was kind of known as the first Princess of Wales, which is why I also said there is also wounding here in relation to Catherine and William and their Prince of Wales titles. Um, what did Gwen William, what do I call her Gwen William for? And Gwen Lillian. Long red hair, intelligent and well educated. She was said to be beautiful after the French Norman invasion, led by, are we on another one here? There's another one. There was two of them. I'm sticking to what I know here. So again, the Emperor, what's his name? The William the Conqueror. 1136. Gwen Lillian was a warrior princess leading an army of Welshmen in 1136 against the mighty Norman forces. So 1136, I think that's possible when she died, I think, is it? No, 1130, no, 13. What's going on here? 11. So did I say that she could be two? I'm reminding myself there's two. I think I'm going to go with what I'm flowing here. So 1136, 36. 1536, and dies 36. 2026, next year. We're back to what we said in yesterday's reading about Meghan and 2026. So, I wish I could. Anybody read any historical fiction? It may, because I know I've got the next two books in this series, so that she may be covered, I hope. Because I'm really intrigued by this character. Anyway, get off my screen. It's just you have to do a thing to let people know that you're still live. Anyway, interesting. So there's that coming up as well. What date was that? I don't know. Anyway, today. There's that coming up. There's Harry feeling lost at this time. Again, very like we've said before, feeling lost, feeling like there's nothing for him to do. We've got the King of Cups, we've got the Seven of Cups. But also as well, there could be an offer coming in for him. An offer. Let me have a shuffle on this. There's an offer. I don't know if it's something to do with the royal family or a charity, but there is an offer that's coming in for him to do some work. Let's have a pull on it. Let's have a card on it, please. I don't like it. I know a lot of you like your royal history, and your country's history. So it's nice when a little bit of history comes in. The Fool, the leap of faith. There's a new beginning coming in for him. Whether that's within the royal family, within I don't know, but there's an opportunity, Prince of Swords. I don't know if that's for 2026 or if it's something he's mulling over. It could be a mulling over energy. The Queen of Pentacles, something more solid and stable. One more card and Three of Swords. Needing to get over his heartbreak, though. He's another one that's got to find a way beyond his heartbreak. He's got to take those swords out of that heart, put them to one side, and move forward. Um, Ten of Cups, the family, and that's how he can get his happy ever after. And again, it's very interlinked to this Gwen Lillian thing. Anyway, woo, interesting that, wasn't it? It went all over the joint. This deck I'm using here, actually, the Druid Craft Tarot, is a good one when I'm doing the client sessions. Oh, we always have some really good sessions with that one. For the one-on-one sessions. Anyway, line that. Interesting. Yes. So Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember, the next group healing is the 16th and 17th of December. There's details about that below. That's about releasing 2025 to step forward into 2026. There's a playlist on here. There's a CT Roll Tarot playlist you can work your way through. There's a CT Roll History playlist you can work your way through. There's plenty of content if whilst you're waiting for the next one to drop. And there is the global news one where you can watch them. Even if it's an old one, you can watch it. If you get to the end of this video and you would like to leave a comment and not sure what to put, what emoji shall we use today? A castle. Because for the cover of the book that I'm reading that you can't see because it's in there. Castle emoji. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.